So the big question is this: how are marketers like us, who don't cut corners and rely on hype-filled, black hat, scammy marketing, who are always focused on providing value first and over-delivering for our customers with every single purchase they make, how do we market our products and services in a way that allows us to get our message out into the world, dominate the competition, and create a lifestyle of freedom and abundance without sacrificing sales and profit? That's the riddle, and on this show, you'll find the answer. Hey, my name's Misha Wilson, and welcome to Marketing with Misha.
What is going on, everyone? Misha Wilson here, coming at you for another episode of Marketing with Misha. Let me go ahead and double check that I am live in the correct place. Let me know with a quick yes in the comments box that you can see and hear me loud and clear. And today I just kind of want to go over something that's a little bit more real talk, if you will, and something that not everybody kind of likes to face and likes to admit, but also something that's critical to understand, and not only understand, but fully embrace if you're to go ahead and move on and create success. So with that said, let me know what your name is and where you're coming in from in the chat box as you hop on and pay attention here to today's entire Facebook Live. And once again, get ready to maybe have a little pushback, maybe kind of feel a certain way about today's Facebook Live that is something other than just warm, bright, and fuzzy, but also something that, once again, get ready to learn and discover something that is absolutely critical for you in your path to success if you want to go from wherever you are right now to wherever you want to go. And I talked about this a little bit ago in my Facebook Live I did a few days ago when I talked about money mindset and generally how you need to look at money, approach money, feel towards money, and really feel towards your current life situation as well. And that's specifically what I want to talk about here today in this live. And it's kind of the brutal truth about where you are right now in your life. So look, I understand that a lot of people aren't necessarily where they want to be quite yet. I'm not where I want to be quite yet. There's still stuff that needs to change. There's stuff that needs to get better. There's stuff that we're tweaking on the back end in our company. And even when you start success with your company, even when you start to scale your profits, even when you start to get to a point where you can live a really cool lifestyle, there's always stuff that you're not happy with. There's always stuff that you want to change. There's always areas where you want to improve. There's always areas where you want to get better. And give me some comments, likes, hearts, and shares. Give me a quick one in the comments box if you can see and hear me loud and clear. I want to make sure that I'm coming through loud and clear here. But there are always areas where if you're trying to push the envelope, if you're trying to improve, if you're trying to really aspire for more in your life, which you always should, there are going to be areas where you are dissatisfied. There are going to be areas where you feel like you came up short. There are going to be areas where you need to improve. And frankly, put more bluntly, there's going to be things that you deal with that fucking suck. And at the end of the day, what you have to understand, and this is what I talked about a few days ago, and this is what I'll talk about now, is the simple fact that you are wherever you are in your life situation based on the decisions that you made, based on the actions that you took, and based on maybe the actions that you didn't take, all right? And that's what you call extreme ownership, when not only do you kind of understand, but you also fully own the idea and the belief that, look, I'm exactly where I am because I made certain decisions. I'm exactly where I am because I took certain action steps. I'm exactly where I am because maybe I didn't take, enough action steps to move me towards my goal. And at the end of the day, when you look in the mirror, when you realize, look, I'm exactly where I am because of these things, or when you say that I'm exactly where I am because of these things outside of myself, when you say I'm exactly where I am because of this thing that, kept me from going to the next level. When you look in the mirror and you tell yourself that you're exactly where you are because of something outside of yourself, what you do instantly is take away all of your power. What you do instantly is take away your ability to change your current situation and to transform your current situation based on the fact that instead of you taking ownership and responsibility for where you're at, you're giving ownership and responsibility to something outside of yourself for your current results. And what that translates into is that thing outside of yourself has power and control over whatever results you're going to produce. That thing outside of yourself can stop you from producing results in the future. That thing outside of yourself, has the ability to come in and stop you from making whatever progress that you want to, are capable of, and should be making in your journey. Where on the flip side, when you pivot, when you get comfortable with the idea of looking in the mirror and saying, I'm exactly where I am because of the action steps that I've taken. I'm exactly where I am because of the action steps that I haven't taken. I'm exactly where I am because of the decisions that I've made or haven't made. I'm exactly where I am based on all the sum of all the different, decisions, actions, lack of actions, etc., that I'm personally responsible for. You take extreme ownership and you immediately give yourself the ability and give yourself the option to change your life moving forward. All right. You take the power away from that thing outside of yourself and you put the power within yourself to then transform your life, to transform your future, to create whatever future you want to create for yourself moving forward. And so today I really want to just talk about again and bring up to the forefront of your mind, after working with thousands of students and hearing, story after story and hearing reason after reason and sometimes excuse after excuse. And look, sometimes the reasons are good. Sometimes the excuses are ridiculous. Sometimes the reasons are good. Stuff has actually come up. Stuff has actually gotten in the way. Stuff has actually, came up that has kept people from taking action and so on and so forth. But after working with literally thousands of people over the course of the last few years, what I've realized is, look, everyone has a story, everyone has a reason, everyone has an excuse. I have my reasons, I have my excuses. And at the end of the day, the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is successful people look in the mirror and say, okay, that's my reason, but look, I still catch myself from overcoming that reason. That was my excuse at the time, and it's still on me for letting that excuse hold me back. That excuse might be valid, but you still have the ability and the power to overcome that excuse to start making progress in your business. And that's what successful people do, where unsuccessful people on the flip side look at the excuse, and the problem is then bigger than the opportunity. It's bigger than what they're capable of overcoming. And give me some comments, likes, hearts, and shares. Give me a quick 2 in the comments box below if you guys are getting value. And as always, share this if you guys get value. And I'll be sure to do more Facebook Lives just like this one if I see the right number of shares. But once again, what unsuccessful people do is they don't step up to the plate and they let their excuses, their reasons, and their problems be bigger than their ability to overcome them. And at the end of the day, look, what you have to realize is that you probably have a story. You probably have a reason. You probably have an excuse. You probably have something outside of yourself that you're putting some of the blame on for you not creating the kind of success that you wanted to create in your business and your life. I'm not speaking directly to you. I'm kind of talking to the overall you of all of us as a whole, because we're, there's not one of us, I don't think, in this world that is exactly where we want to be, or, who probably doesn't aspire to have a goal that's a little bit farther from where they are right now. So I'm not talking at you, down to you, or directly to you, but more to the you-ness of all of us as a whole, right? The you-ness, I don't know if that's a word, but again, everyone has a story, everyone has a reason, everyone has a thing that's pushed them back, a thing outside of themselves that it's very tempting to look at and say, yeah, I could have hit that goal, but this thing came up. I could have hit that goal, but I couldn't do it because whatever the reason, whatever the excuse is, my second grandma died. And again, I'm just kind of throwing some stuff out that, we've heard in the past, and there's always something. And that's what you have to understand. At a core level, there is always something. There's always going to be something that comes up. There's always going to be an issue that comes up. There's always going to be an obstacle that you have to overcome. And that is the journey, all right? The journey is the resistance. The journey is overcoming the resistance. The journey is becoming a problem solver. The journey is becoming someone who, when shit comes up, when stuff gets tough, when at the end of the day, you have a bunch of reasons, excuses, problems, stuff you don't want to deal with, etc. The journey that at the end of the day is the most valuable thing, in the whole equation, far more valuable than the money and the lifestyle and, all of it that you think you're going for right now. The journey in of itself is the most valuable thing, but the whole journey has to do with you being the person or becoming the person that can overcome the problem to allow you to get to your end goal. All right. So understand that, look, we all have stuff. We all have issues. We all have, none of us have enough resources. Maybe you have the money. Maybe you don't have the team members. All right. Maybe you have, the money, but you can't find the team members. Maybe you have the team members, but you can't pay for the team members because you don't have the money. Maybe you have the mentorship, but you don't have, X, Y, Z. There's always that something that is going to keep you from moving forward. And the minute that you give that something power over the result that you can produce in your business, your life, whatever you're looking to produce, is the moment that you've paralyzed yourself, taken your power away, and essentially stunted your progress based on the simple fact that that thing outside of yourself now has the power over you to keep you from hitting that next goal. And the minute that you look in the mirror, get real with yourself and tell yourself, look, I'm exactly where I am because of the choices I made, the decisions I made, the actions I took, the lack of actions I took, or whatever it may be, is the moment you give yourself the power, the ability, and the responsibility to move out, go out in the world, take action steps, and produce the future that you want to produce. So that's my message for the day. It's on you. If you don't like this message, look, we're probably not the right fit to work together. If you're still looking to blame something outside of yourself, you should probably stop tuning into my Facebook Lives because I'm not going to give you that, scapegoat. If you're not willing to step up to the plate and play all out and overcome some of the stuff that comes up, we're probably not a good fit to work together because there's always a story, there's always a reason, there's always an excuse. And if you let those things hold you back, there's no way that I, my team, anyone can help you to make progress and help you to hit your goals. So that's my message for the day. Give me some comments, likes, hearts, and shares. Tag up someone in this post if you know that they need to hear it. As always, with that said, I hope you got a ton of value. Give me some shares if you got value, and I'll be sure to do more Facebook Lives just like this one. All right, till next time, over and out.